Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're continuing our adventure in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In this episode, we're going to be going to Ganon's castle. However, first, we're going to go to the Temple of Time, and the reason is because plot. I have been waiting for you, Evil One. Hey, it's Sheik. Evil One, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce, passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. Oh, cutscene time. If you would seek the sacred triangle, listen well. The resting place of the sacred triangle, the sacred realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the sacred triangle, it is a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the sacred triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 lost parts. Those 2 parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce mark on the backs of their hands. "7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the sacred realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the 2 other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Evil One! Ba ba ba! And the other who holds the Triforce of Wisdom is the 7th sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. Up yours! Surprise! It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. Flashback time. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. I thought I should entrust the ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. As long as you had the ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf has become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as Sheikah, and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now you are back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf, the evil king, will vanish from Hyrule. Evil One, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the evil king's defenses, the power given to the chosen ones. The sacred Arrow of Light. And now we will receive the last special item, a special arrow. You got the light arrow. The light of justice will smite evil. That rumbling, it can't be. Oh no! What a surprise.
Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle.
Okay, now we can finally go to Ganon's castle and get things started. Evil One, can you hear me? It's Bauru, the sage. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. Rainbow Bridge! Alright, so once we get into the castle, there's going to be a few challenges. They are relatively easy. The first one that we want to do is the Shadow challenge. That way we can get ourselves an item. And after that we'll get a power-up, which will make things a little bit easier. So here we go into the purple door. First thing we want to do is light this torch on fire over here. There we go. Now this is on a timer, so make sure not to get hit by that skull that's flying around. You can completely avoid this like. Once here, you want to make sure you're as close to the edge as possible so that you can hit the torch again. Turn right around and be very careful not to fall off the edge. Very slowly walk over, step on the switch. Want to use the hook shot onto the chest. And we're going to get ourselves an item. I guess the light arrow was not the last special item. You found the golden gauntlets. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Now what we want to do is equip the hover boots and fall down. Finally, okay. That took way more effort than it needed to, and I used up a lot of magic. Okay, so I'm going to hook shot over to that torch over there. Come on, there we go. Okay, so I want to get some magic here. There we go, that's good. Pick up some arrows while I'm at it. Now we've got to use the light arrow on this thing. It's Impa. The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. And by doing that, it will bring us back to the center area, just outside the door, and dispel the barrier, of course. And once that's done, I'm going to make our way back to the exit, because at this point we want to get a power-up. Fortunately, that will also give us full health and full magic. So now that we have our golden gauntlets, we can pick up these giant pillars. Also, there were giant black blocks which we could also move. We would have to backtrack to, I think, places like the Spirit Temple to do that. Or the Gerudo training ground. Or we could have done that already, I'm not exactly sure, but we could move big blocks now. Welcome, Evil One. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. Receive it now. Power up! This is very useful. Your defensive power is enhanced. By the way, that's the last Great Fairy. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. And with that out of the way, we're going to make our way back to Ganon's castle and finish off the other 5 barriers. The barriers do not need to be completed in any particular order. However, I'm going to do them in a counterclockwise fashion. And the first one that I'm going to do is the green one, which is the forest barrier. Okay, so I'm not going to bother opening that chest because it's just a rupee, and we really don't need rupees at this point. Okay, now that that torch is lit, we want to light the other ones. Play the Song of Time here. Wait for that to stop spinning around because the rushing air will blow us off of the platforms if we're not careful. I'm gonna wait for this one to start turning around. Put on the hover boots. Okay, and a bomb. There we go. It's very important to be careful here not to jump off of the platforms because it will, of course, reset the room. And let me see about getting some more magic. No, not a bomb. Okay. That could have been bad. Okay, I'll just blow it up. Why not? And completely miss. Thank you. It's Saria. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, evil one. Yeah, I'm trying to go quickly, but I keep messing things up. Just the little things. Okay, time to go to the blue door, which is the water barrier. And still have a glitched bottle, so we can go ahead and use that. Because we're going to need some of the blue fire. Hey, I got a little bit of energy back, which is nice. Now there's going to be another barrier like that, so get some more blue fire. First thing you want to do is push this over there. No, actually didn't want to do that at all. For some reason, I make a habit of doing that when I get to this puzzle. Okay. So what you really want to do is push this over here. And then push that there. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. No, don't climb up. Push it. And we'll use the blue flame to get rid of this. I'll go ahead and hit this switch with a hammer. And if I'm very careful and lucky, I can go ahead and put a fairy in this bottle. Got him. Or her. Could be a him or a her. And that's that. Say hi to Princess Ruto. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up. Now the purple one's already done, so we'll just go right ahead to the red one here, the fire barrier. Now this room, I guess I'm going to go ahead and put on the Goron tunic. Don't want to stay on these platforms too long because they start to sink. And gonna move this giant pillar here. Throw it out of the way. And by doing that, it will also create a platform, which we will need on the other side. Now this part coming up is a bit tricky. You have to hook onto that target over there while this thing is falling down. That should do it. Thank you. I'm glad I got that on the first try. It's Darunia.
The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother.
Okay, now we're going to throw this giant pillar out of the way. I think it's the last giant pillar. And in this area we can equip the Lens of Truth. Whoops. That way we can see the enemies here. I'll get the heart. And of course, we're going to use the small key to open this door. And obviously, we're going to play the ocarina. Seems like the programmers of this game really wanted to make sure you had all of the items so that you wouldn't be able to sequence break things. And once again we have a silver rupee challenge. Be careful not to get hit by the boulders. Ow. Yeah, don't do that. By the way, it looks like there's a wall here, but you can see there's a tunnel with the Lens of Truth. Now, let me see, is there more magic? There's a heart. Magic, yes. It's Rarudu. The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry! And that should leave one more barrier. What's an area? I don't know. Barrier without a B. More silver rupees. By the way, you can see that Navi is glowing green. Can play the Sun Song here. And that will reveal a fairy. Now here you want to use the bomb choose, and hopefully this will work. When I was testing this out, sometimes it was hard to hit that switch over there. Yay! Took me quite a few tries before, not sure why, it's just that the bomb chew kept missing. So going to use the fire arrow here to remove that cobweb. And then reflect the sunlight onto this sun over here. I don't really need magic, but I'm going to try to get some anyway. Ooh, I do not want that. If I were to get that Deku Nut, my glitch bottle would be replaced with a Deku Nut. I want that extra fairy. And it's Naboru. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid! And that should be the last barrier. And that's it. With all of the barriers removed, we can finally go ahead and track down Ganon. So at this point, I think it might be one, possibly two more videos, and then that will be it for The Legend of Zelda. But at this point, I'm going to end the video here. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.